Yes, that is part of education, is providing lunch for our school going learners, and even for those when we go out to work, ensuring that we take a packed lunch. And in this time of COVID, yes, when everybody's pulling purse strings, and things are but challenging financially for many people. So people, yes, you spend a little time, get the ingredients, DIY, do it yourself, get the kids involved, and it's all about what you pack for lunch. So it's all about packing nutritional lunch. So I've got my producer Dudu Kapu joining me for the segment as well. I haven't seen Dudu in the flesh for 4 weeks, which is a long stretch after meeting twice a week and then connecting with her. So I haven't seen her in a while, but I want to welcome Dudu to Educational Insights. Assalamu alaikum, Dudu.
Walaikum salam, Apa Mariam. It's so good to see you after so long,
I
and it's it's been such a long time.
Yes, a reunion of some sorts that just
Yeah,
having to see each other. Inshallah, soon will be physically, but today the
inshallah.
weather wasn't so good and my chest was a bit tight. It felt like a fist and I didn't want to risk. And also, I never knew driving can be exhausting. Uh, you always say, Appa, you're full of energy and you're going from here and there, but just the thought of getting in car and driving also was exhausting. So,
Mm.
inshallah, we will be back together connecting soon. So, you told me, Dudu, that one of the, I think, challenges for parents getting back to school and also for learners is now packing that lunchbox. So I think part of online learning was there was no lunches to pack, and I think that was have been great for parents in terms of now what to take and how to
Very.
package it and that.
Mm.
But now, yes, it's back to school, so it's back to sending pack lunches. So that's what you said about what do we actually
True.
pack.
Because my younger brother only started high school this year, and he was questioning, like, when my mom was making his lunchbox and saying, I don't know, and he was like, I'm old now. Do I always have to take the what's this, the little juice box, and I can take a bigger one, or should I also still take all these fruits and veggies? Why, And for him, it's not it's not. He doesn't consider the vitamins that are needed in his body, and that's one of the things that I wanted to ask Appa, that in terms of packing up proper lunchbox, that they themselves would find what's satisfactory. What suggestions would you give to young people that don't want to be carrying around small juice boxes anymore, and those carrots and those and those little salads there on the side?
So, Dudu, the first thing is, let's see, the word is, I prefer to use a nutritious lunchbox as opposed to a
Mm.
healthy lunchbox. So let's just go back 2 or 3 steps for everybody is hearing, and let's go back to school since we are back to school, and let's see what is the definition of nutrition. And nutrition is the process of providing, obtaining the food necessary for health and growth. And that's important. You need to provide food all around. So whether it's for in a lunchbox or it's at breakfast time or dinner time, and that you need to prepare a meal that is going to be aid healthy growing. So for your health and for your growth, and with the pandemic so rife around us, it's essential that everybody should be eating nutritional food so that they give the body a fighting chance against the disease, because it's what we put inside that's going to make us develop soldiers to ward off and fight off different infections. So that goes. So that is what nutrition is. So it's the type of food that we do. So now there are 7 elements of nutrition. So I just doing this because before we get into the lunchbox, and I say put carrots because carrots are nutrition, and nutritions, or put hummus or send a salad or that. Let's rather that, because everybody's palate is different. So the thing is, I don't want to be prescriptive in terms of the ideas I give. Let's rather understand what nutrition constitutes, and then, according to everybody's palate, there is something you can find in your taste buds that will allow one to have a nutritional meal or a nutritional lunch. So, there are 7 elements of nutrition. The main classes of nutrition that the body needs are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and water. And it's essential that everyone consumes these 7 elements on a daily basis to help them build their bodies and maintain their health. So let me repeat it. It's our carbohydrates, our proteins, our fats, our vitamins, our minerals, our fiber, and water. Then we go one step further, and it's the percentage of all what we require. Because if you check most packages when you go out shopping, I want you everybody to be more observant. You'll see daily recommended values, and you'll have percentages, amounts of the different minerals, the different vitamins in it. So it's about consuming these 7 elements, but also the amount proportion to your daily intake, what you must do. So having understood this now, we've come a long way in terms of variety we get to pack a nutritional lunch, and also in terms of assistance we get. Because if you get to the supermarkets nowadays, you don't have to cut a carrot from scratch. So you have these really cool carrot balls you'll find, or the mini ones, or the cut ones, or that. So things are varieties available. There are definitely more nutritional options available at your supermarkets, your fruit and veg shops, even online deliveries. You have online uh, industries that can come up that can actually deliver ingredients to put a nutritional meal together. And the other great thing is what has evolved in the past 10 years is when I was in school, we didn't have that many packages and containers and that. So if it was a really if it was a tuna mayonnaise sandwiches and your mom was a bit heavy handed on the tuna, then by the time lunch came at 10 o'clock, you're eating the soggy sandwich, which was really not tasty and not fun. So what has happened is on the market we get is our packaging has evolved in terms of you get cooler box lunch packs. So Dudu, can you hear me? Dudu? Okay, we seem to have lost Dudu momentarily, but what has evolved is we have lovely different types of lunch containers, wrappers, packaging that allows for us to pack nutritional uh, meals, to send nutritional lunch in a variety of containers. So containers is all good because before this, if you wanted to send a salad before the advent of the cooler box lunch, then the salad wasn't going to last on a summer's day sending a salad. So it was just not an option. Even if parents meant well to send a salad, we didn't have this. Now, not only do you have the cooler box lunch stuff, but you have containers that sort of have the mesh there that can drain out the excess water of the salad so it remains crunchy and tasty, because things need to be palatable. It needs to taste lovely. Children are working, paying attention, focusing. Lunchtime brings reprieve. Lunchtime means exciting. So you want to make them smile. You want them to look forward to that lunch. And again, with the internet, with the entrant on the internet, just a quick Google of nutritional lunchbox ideas will give you a variety. In fact, there are books, there are sites that give you a variety of ideas. You have Pinterest, you have Instagram followers. Uh, I mean, this it's a lot more easier than it was in our parents' time, or even those of you who have older children. Now there's a lot more variety that you can offer all the children than what you could offer maybe 5 years ago to your younger children as well. So before you even go on to preparing a lunchbox, invest in a good uh, cooler pack type lunchbox is essential, as well as a container that has divisions as well, a lunchbox container that has divisions is a must. And if you're going to make salads on that, get the container that has the strainer as well. So it's important the packaging before we even get to the ideas. Consider packaging of this. And then, did I mention something regarding the juices and the box juices and that? And for me, I suggest let's leave all the drinks and juices maybe as a or the milks also as a once a week treat to school. But we all don't drink enough water to hydrate ourselves, to cleanse our body. Water is life, and life is water. And we need to get into the habit of really, really consuming at least recommended 8 glasses of water. So the time a child leaves, because children are busy playing, and especially in the time of COVID now, using the tap at school and that is not the best option. So I would say, especially in times now when things are, we are trying to pull the purse, tighten the purse strings, stretch budgets. Many people have had to take a pay cut as well. Many have lost their jobs. So why not just cut out the juices and that use that at meal times or a treat, and invest in a good bottle that or a flask that can keep the water at the correct temperature depending on the weather, and send water to school. Send 500 ml of water to school for your child, because that will keep them hydrated, and, as well as ensure the thirst is quenched. Nothing quenches your thirst like a good glass of water. So number one, let's cut out all that. Water is a must. So invest in a good water bottle. Dudu, I see you back with us. Can you
Yeah, I
hear me,
just had a
Dudu?
little problem. Yes, I can,
Okay,
Appa.
it's no. So Dudu, while you're away, I said, uh, tell your mum those juice, those individual juice bottles. First of all, they're not really economical, and also we
Mm,
don't drink enough water during the day,
mm,
because if you are sending the drink, if you're sending the drink, then children are lazy to drink water. Learners are lazy. Not even children. Older children are also lazy to drink water. And as
mm,
I've mentioned, if you know those going to drink at the school tap now, especially in COVID times, is real no go with
mm,
alarm bells in terms of health and safety. So rather ask your mum to invest in a good water bottle or flask that you can send to school. And water is a must. So
mm.
water is a must. Then now let's get onto our what's in it for our lunch terms. So essentially, lunch should be a variety of textures, a variety of taste, and inclusive of all the elements I have just mentioned as well. So a variety. So there's excitement. As we say, variety is the spice of life. So lunch, make it exciting. Let's spice up lunch times. Show you care. So for let's start off with the little ones, and then we'll progress to the macho ones who don't want to be seen carrying baby lunch. And I know some high school learners
My
don't like
brother
to
is
eat or
also,
don't
yeah.
take lunch, but it's important
Mm,
that they do eat something during the day to keep the energy levels, to sustain that energy and levels, and to have that sustained focus. So it's important they eat things to keep the blood sugar level and glucose level up, and to keep the energy levels up. So it's essential that you take lunch and you don't starve yourself, unless they're trying that intermittent fasting. But that also by
mm,
12 you need to eat something. So in the course of the school day, children need to have something. Children need to have a snack. Even if it's not a full meal, children need to have a snack. And as I said, a variety of textures. So here we go. Remember, I said a compartmentalized uh, lunchbox. So if you need to put the sandwich in, please do. But instead of putting a whole sandwich, maybe get a smaller bun or smaller roll, uh, get or even half a slice you're putting in there, because we're going to fill it with other things as well. So now I know there's a huge debate also on the type of breads we have. So you get the ones that are, if your budget allows, get the ones that are GI. So if you see our glycemic index, so look for that one there. If not, brown is always a better option than white bread. But if you have a very picky eater and their palate only wants white bread, then for now a little pleasure they can indulge in, because then we make sure we have enough fruit and nuts and things to accompany that white bread. Look at that as a pleasure, and it's important what filling we put inside. So if they prefer the roll, wraps are becoming, whole wheat wraps are really, and grain wraps are also an option to bread. Or look at a bread option. Another option is nowadays is to send a bowl, so put, instead of a bread, we have it bunless, and you could also do bunless, so wrapped around in a lettuce. So then let's go to the fillings. For me, one of the best ideas for fillings is actually your night before's meal. Make a little extra. Make about 2 or 300, depending on the size of your family. So if you're cooking a lovely chicken meal, add in another 2 or 3 pieces of chicken fillet into that meal, because those make exceptional, delicious, nutritional lunchbox filling. So please plan ahead, be smart. You are cooking, you're taking the time, so you don't have to cook a separate filling. So add a little bit. If you are making a strips, if you are cooking a lovely strip, before you do it, and probably add like a sauce to it, go cut up extra strips, take it out, and then you can add your sauce. So whatever you're cooking the night before, in terms of fillings, in terms of your meats, cook a little extra. Those make excellent lunchbox fillings. I'd like to caution parents, use alternate. So instead of putting the polonies and things like that and the cold meats in there, please, cold meats are not pure. They have a lot of additives. They have lots of fat in there, um, especially the very uh, budget variants actually have bones in there that have been melted and added. So you don't know what you're getting. You're not getting a pure ingredient. So if your children prefer cow meats, rather choose uh, the corned beef variant of this, because that is pure meat. Pure meat. So prefer take that, or ask. Nowadays they will tell you it's pure, or pure chicken, pure beef, pure mutton. Please choose those variants. They are a healthier option if your child prefers that. And so go for those variants there. A lovely tuna sardines is really good. It's an oily fish. It's a dark fish. It's rich in vitamins. It's rich in brain food. It's rich in your omegas. So keep the sardine, keep the tunas the night before meats, in terms of that. Your cold meats as well. For those of you that are going a vegetarian diet, many supermarkets keep now uh, well plant-based equivalent of your sausages, of your cold meats, and that's a good option. And actually, even if you're not vegetarian, they really taste good. I've tasted the variety of this, and they make actually nutritious plant-based skills. And you know what? Your children are going to be none the wiser, because it looks like your normal cold meats. It looks like your normal Viennas. They're all 100% plant-based. So that's a very good idea to disguise things to do. Dudu, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I guess
I
the
said,
one thing would be I guess the one thing would be with the chicken fillets, because I'm a chicken fillet myself. I love it. I love adding anything to to it. So I've definitely taken tips from my younger brother, and inshallah, when I prepare a lunchbox for him, I'll take everything, all the things that you've mentioned into consideration.
okay, so, and then what else we could do? Remember, I said put a variety there. The other
Mm.
thing we don't have enough. Other thing you could do is in a mini container, beside in a mini tub you can set alongside, because something else that will sustain you throughout the day, and especially now you've got a cooler box type lunch done, is to send the yogurt, but not just the strawberry ones you buy or the flavored ones you buy in the store. Those you could get, but for me, a good double thick cream yogurt. So in this,
Mm.
in the yogurt, you add honey. So you sweeten it up with honey, and then you add pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, linseeds, sunflower seeds. You can throw a bit of granola in there and cut up fruit or berries or that. That is a complete meal on its own. And especially on a hot summer day, it's tasty, it's nutritional. You're going to get your essential minerals and vitamins from those seeds there. And its glycemic index is low,
Mm.
so it's going to sustain you for a longer time, making you feel full for much longer time. So please, parents, consider buying a lovely creamy double cream yogurt. Uh, Invest in those various seeds there. You get them in most supermarkets, spice shop, health shops. You'd find all your seeds. So let me just repeat it. It's chia seeds, linseeds, sunflower seeds, and pumpkin seeds. And it gives it a lovely texture. Yeah, lovely, lovely texture. And because you've got the correct packaging, it's going to stay lovely and cool as well. And then,
Mhm.
well, carry on, Dudu. Go
I
ahead.
wanted to ask, with consideration to maybe people like myself that are always, up in the run in the morning, you are getting prepared. You wake up at 5 or 5:30, and now you have to be at work or like at school even at 7. And now you only have that time to prepare yourself in terms of, getting dressed and then after just leaving the house. So if you never have time for breakfast, what's the most easy but nutritious food items that you can consider eating as breakfast than just sitting down because you don't have time even?
So, Dudu, what you do is you pick a smoothie is an excellent option again with your yogurt honey. You put in you can put in a mango, you can put in a banana, you can put in some strawberries. That so a smoothie is going to get you so keep everything ready in the container. So in the morning, all you're doing is you're just blitzing it, which takes I think about 30 to 45 seconds. You're blitzing it, pour it in your container, and you get going. In your smoothie, you can put all the seeds that I mentioned, and many times you get top up nutritional packs like powders in that. You can add that as well if you feel you're lacking in something. So even for children who can't really eat in the morning, a smoothie is a good option as well. Parents, for snacking, instead of sending sweets and chocolates and things like that, pretzels is a beautiful snacking option in popcorn. Popcorn is healthy, it's crunchy, it's fun, it makes everybody happy to see the popcorn. So between popcorn, so the popcorn you can pop it the night before and send it, and it's just lovely to snack and munch on as well, and it's a healthy alternative. And pretzels, keep the pretzels there. It's an health a nutritional alternative to the crisp. So instead of eating those potato chips in that, consider the pretzels. Get your children from an early age to try that. Put peanuts and raisins are also very very good there in your lunchbox
Mm.
is or the side snack in the compartments to add. Include dates. Dates are very good in terms of getting your blood sugar level, keeping you there. It's a high source of iron as well. So peanuts, raisins, dates. I said pretzels, nuts. The problem with nuts is yes, they cost a fortune. They're very very expensive in that. But if you're going to spend loads of money on junk food, then you rather invest in the nuts and create your own snack nuts mix. So what I do is I buy a little of um, almonds, cashew, walnuts, macadamia nuts, and then I chop them up. Then I get dry fruit. I cut them out, so I make my own trail mix. I put the seeds as well in, and I create my very own trail mix, blitz mix, whatever it's called. And you can prepare this at home, and it will be half the cost of that. So I hope a few ideas has helped. But please, just a quick Google search on nutritional lunchbox ideas will pull out, I think, pages and pages of exciting ideas. So we can please do that search for this, and remember, keep it nutritional, because sometimes what we eat is the barrier to learning. So inshallah, until tomorrow, shukran for being in my company. It really really enjoyed the segment. I felt I a lot more energized today than I was last week. And inshallah, looking forward to tomorrow. Remember, we are going to acknowledge and congratulate our metrics of 2020. So, class, so if you'd like to send out a message, if you are matriculant and you'd like to express your feelings regarding your results and just a synopsis of the matric year, and then please do say that, please do call the studio, and Ziad will forward you the WhatsApp number where you can send a voice note, or you can, and if you're a parent and you'd like to, or even you, if it's a niece, your grandparent, or anybody, please do call the studio, and they will forward you the WhatsApp number. I'm just getting you the studio number. I think we all get lazy now with everything stored in our phone. So if you'd like to call the studio, it's 011 860 0355, and Ziad will be standing by, or somebody will be standing by to forward you where you can send your WhatsApp voice mode dedication. Until tomorrow, may you be under the mercy and the blessings of the Almighty. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.